CFA, Community Football Academy, been around since 2004. So we celebrated our 20 years last year. Big milestone in the club's development, on an upward trajectory, doing very well across the club. Total of 16 teams now and over 200 kids playing for the club. Primarily Muslims around this area, so I guess because the catchment's primarily Muslim, the makeup of this club in terms of players and coaches probably quite Muslim heavy.
I feel very supported, as in obviously training's tailored to us fasting during that month, so we don't train as intensely as we normally do. Sometimes, I think most weeks in Ramadan we don't even train, to be fair. Sometimes we'll get together, go out to break fast.
Training sessions, yes, we might not train every week. It depends on obviously when our evening prayers fall, but we will try to maybe keep a 7-a-side session for the boys, just so that they can stay fit and obviously match ready.
A lot of the kids have Islamic education in the evenings, so we, again, a club, we accommodate that. So training's like 8 o'clock most days. Obviously during Ramadan, we're sort of either eating at that time or going for prayers, so most of I'd say 90% of the teams cancel training during that period. And we've been trying to work with the league for multiple years now, especially this time of year. Obviously it's not easy for players fasting to play. I guess the long fasts are now, we've passed that now, so I think we kind of break our fast about 5:30, 5:45, so it's not as long as it used to be. So it's slightly easier. We've delayed some of our kickoffs to 12:30 instead of 10:30, so the league's been quite accommodating with that wherever possible.
I feel like in training, normally as a team, we don't train as intensely in that month. But in terms of playing on match day, I mean, when you first start fasting, it's quite hard, but your body adjusts to it. So week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, it doesn't actually, I mean, me personally, it doesn't actually have that much of a bad effect on me when I'm playing, but in general, obviously I think players might feel a bit more tired and thirsty and whatever, but yeah, me personally, it doesn't really have that much of a bad effect.
So the main thing in the morning is what we eat, what we drink. We don't want to eat something that's heavy, that'll make us tired and just give us energy throughout the whole day. Sometimes the games are 2 o'clock as well, so it's not as late. So by the time we have to finish the game, we can go home, rest up, and then break our fast.
There's little bits of our faith in the game as well. So before the lads came out from the changing rooms, they all making a small prayer. And you also saw one of the players drinking water, again sitting down and drinking water. Again, this is like one of the principles of Islam, teaching us the values of what our Prophet did.
When we break our fast in the evening as well, what we tend to do normally is like sip water throughout the night, and then when we wake up for the meal in early morning, we wake up, obviously have a good breakfast like Bobsy said, and then that sustains us throughout the day.
Right, and to be fair, we've got a diverse team, so even the lads that are not fasting, they understand, and the boys that are fasting, we just try to obviously manage them accordingly and go off what they say basically.
I mean, across the club, faith is massive for all of us. You'll see, even if you go in the changing rooms now, you see a lot of the players praying in the changing room as well. So whenever it's time to pray, they'll pray. Not an issue. Again, you know, we'll try and make space in our changing rooms for people to pray. And the people who don't, obviously the non-Muslims, they've been around with the club many years. They've just adapted to the way we practice our faith.